Well, as state lawmakers reach the final days of the session, Republicans have revived and passed a bill that would open school librarians to criminal prosecution.
That could happen if they provide books or other harmful materials, or materials rather that have been deemed harmful to children.
State House reporter Kristen Eskow is live at the State House right now, where there are a lot of things happening here in the final days and hours of the session.
Well, that's right, Dan and Rochelle. Now, this school library bill actually was a proposal that died earlier in the session. It passed in the Senate, but then didn't get a committee vote in the House. Well, now, as lawmakers are winding down their session, Republicans brought back that proposal, inserted it into another bill still moving forward, and passed it within a roughly 5-hour time frame. It's a proposal that's been introduced for several years and has now gotten over the finish line in the legislature for the first time. It removes educational purposes as a defense for school librarians offering books or other materials deemed harmful to minors. That includes items that contain sexually explicit content that lack artistic, political, or scientific value. Republican State Senator Jim Toms has pushed for the proposal.
There's people that are worried about what their children's, as we all are, see in schools.
The bill also sets up a process for parents to ask school boards to review certain materials. It passed in the Senate earlier this session, but didn't advance in the House. Now Republican lawmakers inserted the proposal into another bill still moving forward, and it passed in both the House and Senate along party lines. Democrats criticized the move.
We don't need to have our nose in everything.
State Representative Renee Pack says she's concerned books with LGBTQ characters will be pulled from school libraries. She shared the story of a novel written by her daughter that was classified as obscene and placed under review by the Oklahoma Attorney General.
Books like hers showed young people, no, you are you. You are you. That's what these books can do for youngsters.
House Majority Leader Matt Lehman pushed back on those concerns.
It's not about what other states are banning. It's about one thing, and that is indecency and the obscenity that we already define in Indiana code. And we say if that is what's entering into the classroom, we need to have more transparency.
So that bill now heads to the governor's desk. Now, we did reach out to the House and Senate lawmakers who led the push to bring this proposal back. They denied our request for interviews, Dan.
Hey, Kristen, before you go here, as we mentioned, a lot happening in the final hours, days perhaps of session. We don't know how long they're going to be there. You tweeted earlier the budget vote might get delayed tonight. Any new information about how things might play out here this evening?
Well, we're still waiting to find out exactly when a vote could take place. Now, there was supposed to be a vote on the budget tonight, and as of right now, Lieutenant Governor Suzanne Crouch told reporters that's still what lawmakers are trying to do. But two lawmakers familiar with the conversations tell me that there's a dispute between Senate and House Republicans over school funding, and they're looking at adding changes to the school funding formula, perhaps involving the expansion of school choice vouchers, as we reported yesterday. That's in the budget plan right now. The two sides are trying to work out an agreement, still trying to get a vote done tonight. Keep in mind, lawmakers do have to take a vote and wrap up their session by the end of the day Saturday, Dan.
Get it done tonight, or if it drags on past the midnight hour. Kristen Eskow there at the State House. We appreciate it. Kristen and I will take a closer look at the end of the session when it does end. We expect it to end, as she said, at least by Saturday. So Sunday on this week's edition of In Focus, we'll have a complete wrap up. You can join us Sunday morning at 9:30 right here on Fox 59.